afternoon and welcome to the Summer 2023 Commencement Ceremony of Oklahoma State University Institute of Technology. Please remain standing for the national anthem sung by natural gas compression faculty member Dr. Pete Brown.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Dr. Brown, thank you for opening our ceremony with that beautiful tribute to our great nation. We have a good-sized group in attendance today, and I want to thank you all for being here today. This is a proud day on campus, and I'm grateful that all of you are here to help recognize the achievements of the members of the 225th graduating class. And for the graduates, I bet some of you felt like this day was never going to get here, but it is finally here. This is your big day, and we are all here to honor and recognize you. Congratulations to each of you. Before me today is a very accomplished group of graduates. We have 180 students graduating from OSUIT this afternoon, and of those, 80% are graduating with honors. And here's how those numbers break down. 65 of them are graduating cum laude. That's a grade point average of 3.0 to 3.49. 55% of them are graduating magna cum laude. That's a grade point average of 3.5 to 3.79. And 24 are graduating with the highest honors. That's called summa cum laude. That's a grade point average of 3.8 or above. The names of all of the honors graduates are designated in the commencement program, and they're each wearing a special medallion to signify their achievements. You're going to also recognize the members of our International Scholarship Society, known as Phi Theta Kappa, by the gold stoles that they are wearing. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to tell you that these type of accomplishments do not come easily. These students have all worked very hard, and I have the deepest admiration for all of our graduates. But so let's go ahead and give all of them a nice, well-deserved round of applause. As a military-friendly institution, we also take great pride in honoring veterans. And we do have some graduating veterans today, and you'll recognize them by the red, white, and blue cords that they're wearing with their regalia. But I want to do something a little special right now. I'd like to recognize all of the veterans that are in attendance today, whether you're graduates or whether you're part of the audience. Could I ask, if you're able, all veterans to please stand so that we can recognize you and thank you for your service to our nation. There are no group of individuals more honored to be on our campus than veterans. There are a few additional people that I would like to recognize at this time. I want to introduce to you the members of the senior administrative team here at OSUIT. And on stage behind me first, we have Dr. Randy Wymore, who is the Vice Provost. Seated in the front row, we have Dr. Ina Agnew, who's the Vice President of Student Services. Seated next to Dr. Agnew is Jim Smith, who's the Vice President of Fiscal Services. I want to thank all of them for their dedication and hard work to the OSU system. Our student speaker is going to be more formally introduced in just a few moments, but at this time I would like to ask Joseph Friesen to stand and be recognized at this time. Thank you, Joseph. We're looking forward to your comments. We also have an outstanding faculty member that I would like to acknowledge. The Outstanding Faculty Award winner as selected by the OSUIT Faculty Staff Association this year is Information Technology instructor Howard Licht. Howard, thank you for the work and service that you give to our students here at OSUIT. And folks, it is now my privilege to introduce our commencement speaker. Melody Schluss serves as the Director of Training and Development at Kodiak Gas Services. From a humble beginning as a technical writer in the IT industry to leading the training and development department of a premier gas compression company, Melody understands firsthand how the expansion and development of technical and professional skills can impact the trajectory of a career. Recognizing talent as an antidote to the Great Resignation, Melody works alongside organizational leaders to define and unify strategies, streamline efficient processes, and create custom training and development programs to support goals and established initiatives. Passionate about leadership and mentoring others to grow into their best selves, she strives to encourage and empower people to remain lifelong learners throughout their career, viewing knowledge as a tool to gain skills and confidence. Melody has a master's degree in educational human resource development, specializing in adult education from Texas A&M University. She holds a professional in human resources certification and also is certified in corporate team building. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the microphone Melody Schluss.
Congratulations, class of 2023. I'm so honored to be here celebrating with you today. As I look around the room, I can feel the pride of everyone here. We're so excited to celebrate all that you guys have accomplished. Graduates, you have spent countless hours preparing for today. Hours studying, reading, completing assignments, repetitively practicing in the lab, crossing every T, dotting every I, doing everything you can to make sure you are qualified to graduate today. You should feel so proud of all that you have achieved, all of your efforts, and you should pause to celebrate. It was not long ago that I sat in your seat. Like some of you, I had been counting down the weeks and the days to graduation. That day I could finally say, I did it, and I'm done. I graduated on a Saturday afternoon, and by Monday at lunch, I kid you not, there was a new problem to solve, and I realized that this learning journey, it's never really done. Though graduation marks the successful completion of one chapter, it's also it's opening an entirely new chapter for further growth. Now you gotta learn how to apply all that knowledge. A bit of personal background. I'm currently the Director of Training and Development at a premier gas compression company in the world. So I guess you can say it makes sense why I want to talk to you today about how embracing a lifetime of learning will open the door to never-ending opportunities for growth and success. But my journey did not start out this way. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in English almost 20 years ago, and on graduation day, I had no idea what I was going to do with it. People naturally assumed that I would become an English school teacher because what else do you do with a degree in English? But I knew that a life in a classroom was not for me. So I kept my eyes open for opportunities, and I looked for things that piqued my passion and would utilize my strengths. A chance connection pointed me in a direction that was never on my map, and within a few weeks of graduation, I was walking around the Hewlett-Packard campus, proudly sporting my new employee badge with my title Technical Writer under my name. My assumption was that all I had to do was work with product engineers, and they were so smart, all I had to do was make sense of their highly technical jargon into things that us average users could understand. It sounded easy enough. However, one afternoon when I was working alongside a particularly intelligent mechanical engineer who left me in tears, I realized that if I was going to be successful in this role, I had some work to do. I might not be an engineer, but I had to learn to think like one. I had to get my hands on the tools myself, spend time in the lab, and not just watching them, but actually doing the tasks myself. I had to learn how the things worked if I was ever going to have a clue how I would teach someone else. Which leads me to lesson number 1. You are responsible for your learning. You cannot leave your knowledge and your skill development up to anyone else. If you want to learn something, go learn it. Get in the trenches, figure it out. Seek out resources and learn from others, yes, but only you can decide what you really need, and then you have to take the accountability to go and learn it. Over the next decade of my career, I continued to take ownership of my journey, and I encountered many opportunities to grow my skills through real-life experience. You know the phrase, get comfortable with being uncomfortable? That is the best way to describe that season of my career. I had challenges tossed my way, especially around ambiguous problems or the need for creating structure. If there was a new project that required a fresh perspective or creating some sort of interdepartmental collaboration in order to pull it off, I became the person they called. I got a reputation for jumping in with both feet, getting my hands dirty in the details, and figuring out a way to bring their vision to life. Lesson number 2, experiential skills are gained by learning through challenges. Those seasons that stretch you outside of your comfort zone and your natural abilities help build adaptability, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills that are hard to come by any other way. And guys, these are crucial life skills that you need because life, by definition, is ambiguous and undefined. So get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Where there is a will, there is a way, and you got to dig in and figure it out. As it turns out, the skill to effectively manage vague situations and bring clarity from confusion is highly regarded by visionaries. So it should have come as no surprise to me when a friend outside my professional network reached out with an enticing new opportunity and no job description. His pitch sounded something like this: Melody, I have no idea what we're going to do with you, but I know that we need what you have. It was vagary at its best. You see, he was among a team of driven individuals who were taking their shot with a new startup company in the gas compression sector of the oil and gas industry, something I knew absolutely nothing about. I agreed to go meet with a few of their founding members, and I was very honest about my lack of knowledge related to their company goals. But I did let them know of one skill that I believed they would find beneficial. I told them, I am a relentless learner. I might not know how that works today, but I will learn, and I will be better and more equipped tomorrow. I was hired. As startups often require, my role there changed and changed and changed again. Whatever was needed for the success of the company, that's what I did. Sometimes it was the grunt work that nobody wanted to do. And other times, I got to do things that I was passionate about. I got to collaborate and build interdepartment structure. I got to streamline processes. And I got to create development programs that would support long-term company sustainability. My favorite times included getting to go out with our field compressor mechanics and spend the day with them. I would learn so much, and not just about the compressor equipment, but what it looked like to truly work alongside of a team. Startups inevitably provide the opportunity to see, touch, and learn many aspects of business. And through these experiences, it felt like a whole new map for my future was handed to me. Had I not embraced lesson number 1, taking responsibility for my own learning, or lesson number 2, seeing those challenges as an opportunity to gain new skills, I never would have even believed that I was capable of all that I ultimately accomplished in my time there. Thus arriving at lesson number 3. You have to look for the opportunities and then be brave and actually take them. You've all heard that famous quote from Wayne Gretzky that says, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." His words perfectly capture the uncertainty, the risk, and the potential for reward that we all feel when we shoot our shot in life. What if you aren't ready? What if you don't have the qualifications to be successful? What if you can fill in the blank? You'll never know if you never try. And the greatest way to have confidence to try something new is if you have the self-assurance in your ability to learn new things. In 2020, I found myself at a personal crossroads in my career. A time to pick which direction to go on my map. One path I felt very comfortable and confident that I could roll up my sleeves and figure it out as I always had. The other path would not only require me to step outside of my comfort zone, but it also required me to actively pursue more knowledge if I was going to be successful. I bet you can guess which path I took. Yep, 15 years into my established career, and I turned a new direction, and I went back to school. That's how I found myself last summer sitting in the same seats as you, exhausted from 2 years of blood, sweat, and tears poured out to try to learn just a little bit more and hopefully open up the potential for new opportunities in my future. My final lesson is this: opportunities will continue to appear when you continue to learn. I can't count the twists and turns that have led me here today. You all know the phrase, "The only thing constant is change." That is basically the motto for my career. But with that change has come so many opportunities, things I never even knew existed and I wouldn't have ever seen had I stayed inside my safe, comfortable little bubble. If you look up synonyms for the word opportunity, the word challenge, it doesn't appear. And yet, I can't name a single opportunity that doesn't first start out as a challenge, that requires effort and learning. Being given an opportunity only works if you do. It's a chance, a prospect, a potential opening to a better you tomorrow if you're willing to dig in and learn something new today. Each of us has our own unique story for how we ended up here today, but we have one thing in common. The path we took to get here is not linear. We have all metaphorically climbed hills, trudged through valleys, and likely taken a left turn when, in hindsight, probably should have turned right. Life is not a straight paved path with flashing signs that point the direction towards success. We have to take every twist and turn, every experience, every challenge, every single opportunity, and learn from it. Class of 2023, you should feel so proud of all that you have learned. You've already proven you know how to seek out opportunity and work hard and learn something new. I have to pause and note that you didn't get here by yourself. If you look around this room, you are surrounded by people who have poured into you. There are parents in the room who taught you to strive for more, siblings who reminded you to stay humble, teachers who provided knowledge and skills, and your classmates who taught you the benefits of working on a team. We learn from everyone around us, And while this chapter of your learning is closing, I promise you a new one has just begun. So as you leave here today, keep your eyes open to see opportunity, your mind open to learn new things, and your hands open to share what you have learned with someone else. Congratulations.
Melody, thank you so much for taking your time to share these comments with our graduates. These were important life and career lessons that you shared. We appreciate it. It is now my privilege to introduce our student respondent. Joseph Friesen from Locust Grove, Oklahoma is graduating from the School of Engineering and Construction Technologies with a Bachelor of Technology in Instrumentation Engineering Technologies. Since he has been at OSUIT, he has earned the spot on the President's Honor Roll every single semester. He also secured first place in the high school division of the Skills USA Industrial Motor Controls Competition and received the Rising Star Award with the Echo Knights basketball team. He has 5 years of experience in electrical trades and is an electrical maintenance intern at Kimberly-Clark. Passionate about classic literature, music, and weightlifting, Joseph aspires to specialize in designing electrical instrumentation systems after graduation and envisions family life near Tulsa within the next decade. Ladies and gentlemen, let's please give a nice round of applause to Joseph Friesen.
Thank you, Dr. Path. Welcome, class of 2023, OSUIT faculty, administration, and honored guests. As has already been announced, my name is Joseph Friesen, and I'm graduating with my instrumentation degree, which is a three-year bachelor's degree. I was told that I should share some wisdom and lessons I have learned during my time at OSUIT. I don't particularly consider myself a wise person, only one who knows many wise sayings. And most of those sayings come from the Bible, so I will be sharing God's word with you as well as some personal insights. Now, to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure where the past 3 years have went. As I have visited with my friends and family, it seems like only yesterday that I celebrated the ball dropping on 2020. Now, I have a college degree and little idea of how I'm going to spend my evenings without any homework. I suppose I could pick up adult responsibilities like paying bills, cleaning my apartment, and doing dishes. Regardless, life will not be the same without a couple weeks of vacation every 4 months. Uncertainty fogs this unknown territory of the grown-up world. Many, if not all of us, rushed to get here. Can't wait till I turn 13, till I graduate high school, till I turn 18, till I turn 21, till I graduate college. Guess what? You've made it. Now what? How do we know that we took the right path to get here? Are we headed in the correct direction? I had dreams when I was younger of being an architect, a soldier, a paleontologist, among other things. I felt the urge to quit school and just go straight to work. How do I know that completing a 3-year bachelor's degree and interning with Kimberly-Clark was the correct choice? This is where Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 8 played a critical role in my perseverance through college. God states there the following: "Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. This will be healing for your body and strength for your bones." I have no idea where I would be without God in my life. Honestly, I would probably be an anxious homebody, working a minimum wage job without any confidence to make any risky, high-yield life choices. Because I trust in my Lord completely, I have made choices that I was not certain that I should make, like coming to OSUIT and enrolling in the instrumentation program. Also, moving in with friends off campus and accepting an internship with Kimberly-Clark. God has worked all these things together for my good because I trusted him. Anytime I have doubted that I could do what God was and what life expected of me, I remembered what God says in Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 through 7. Do not worry about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. I know that God has answered my prayers when I am anxious about an assignment or an impending due date because of the peace and confidence that I feel afterward. I once had to write a 5-page analysis paper based on a technical study that was 22 pages long. I deliberated far too long about which of the studies I had found to summarize and ended up with only a couple of days to write my first draft. After a long night of taking notes, I dragged my fatigued body through the following morning. I had just started writing my first draft when I realized I was not going to finish in time. It was discouraging, and the thoughts of how this tardy, rushed submission would affect my grades crept into my head. However, I knew God was listening and ready to help. I prayed for peace about missing the due date and wisdom on what to do next. He relieved me of my worries and gave me the confidence to ask for the following morning off from work so I could dedicate the day to writing a quality analysis. The next morning was free of anxiety and full of productivity as I completed a satisfactory first draft. By God's grace, I got a good grade from my instructor on both my first and final drafts. What did I get out of college that I could not have gotten anywhere else? For one thing, I met new spiritual brothers and sisters and grew in my Christian faith through the Chi Alpha group here on campus. The career fairs introduced me to many different employers. The classwork helped me to develop practical, technical skills in a quicker, more orderly fashion than I suspect an internship straight out of high school would have. The weightlifting challenges that student life used to do encouraged me to invest more in barbell training as opposed to the bodyweight training I had focused on mostly through high school. I was also guided to Broken Arrow, which I never would have considered moving to if I hadn't come to OSUIT, since I would have been looking for work closer to where I grew up in Locust Grove. Finally, I got to try Daddy B's barbecue and experience great college food here on the Student Life campus, which I hear can be kind of a rare occurrence. College is not worth a piece of paper that says you learned something. That is why I am grateful to OSUIT that they not only gave me practical skills, but also opened doors for me in the industry where those skills are applicable. As I mentioned previously, going here gave me a quality of experience and knowledge that in an amount of time that I do not think I could have replicated through YouTube trial and error. One other insight I gained was the importance of useless information. Technically, I do not need to know that Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492 to program a PLC. I also do not need to know that Nebraska only has one House of Legislators in order to design a project proposal for a Pacific Ocean rig. However, this information develops study skills and wisdom which are generally applicable in my life. It also constructs a broad mental foundation on which I can build in the future. I am a math nerd and therefore the defunct math tutor for my mom and brother when I am at home. She is currently homeschooling my brother through Algebra 2, which is not a favorite subject for either of them. In one moment of working through a particular perplexing problem, they asked me if my brother was ever going to use these skills that he was learning through algebra. My answer? Maybe. Does he want to be an engineer or an athlete? One applies the skills of algebra more practically and more regularly than the other. So why then learn something that you probably will never learn again, never use again? The answer is opportunity. The more you know, however useless now, the more area in your mind that you have to build on in the future. Nothing says that you must build on everything that you learn, but it is hard to apply a skill that you do not have. Build a wide mental foundation of skills and facts so that you have already built parts of the background that you need when the time comes to make a choice and build your career. Graduates, you are young, full of energy, and free of many life responsibilities. Use this time now to do lots of little risky things. Figure out what works for you, what doesn't. When opportunity knocks, the first words out of your mouth should be, "I would love to." In this way, you will be most prepared for when life fences you in with duties and hindrances. You will have already built the experiential expanse that you should not lack the foundation on which to start building deeper and more valuable skills. Finally, what is your perspective on your work? Why do you do what you do? For whom do you do it? I say, as many of you may say, with the preacher of Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verses 18 through 26. I hated my work that I labored at under the sun, because I must leave it to the one who comes after me. And who knows whether he will be wise or a fool? Yet he will take over all my work that I labored at skillfully under the sun. This too is futile. So I began to give myself over to despair concerning all my work that I had labored at under the sun. When there is a person whose work was done with wisdom, knowledge, and skill, and he must give his portion to a person who has not worked for it, this too is futile and a great wrong. For what does a person get with all his work and all his efforts that he labors at under the sun? For all his days are filled with grief, and his occupation is sorrowful. Even at night his mind does not rest. This too is futile. There is nothing better for a person than to eat, drink, and enjoy his work. I have seen that even this is from God's hand, because who can eat and who can enjoy life apart from him? For to the person who is pleasing in his sight, he gives wisdom, knowledge, and joy. But to the sinner, he gives the task of gathering and accumulating in order to give to the one who is pleasing in God's sight. This too is futile and a pursuit of the wind. Do not cling so tightly to what you build in this life, be it an industrial empire or a stockpile of wealth, for you will not take it past you past the casket lid. Those who inherit it may continue to build it, or they may waste it. You do not know, and there is only so much you can do to control and to guide it before it is beyond your control. Likewise, do not become a Scrooge, scrounging away every penny, for fear it falls to a fool. Eat, drink, and be merry. Do all your work as if to God, for he is always most wise and good, and he will take care of your legacy. In closing, I first want to thank Dr. Hebert, not only for nominating me to this opportunity, but also encouraging me to do my best work and for taking the time to explore the wonders of physics. I want to thank my mom and dad for supporting me through college and taking an interest in my education. Thank you to all my instrumentation instructors for being available to answer questions and offer guidance on class projects and career choices. Thank you to all my general ed instructors for making your classes interesting and filling them with valuable discussion and wisdom. Thank you to OSUIT for your commitment to efficient, technical, and practical training. Thank you to my church and student ministers for nourishing my soul through such a stressful, busy time as college life. Thank you to God for giving me the will to learn and excel in all that I do, and for how he has guided me from high school through college to the future. Thank you, audience, for listening, and graduates for persevering to the end. May your future be full of joy and fruitful labor.
Joseph, thank you for sharing the comments that you prepared for your fellow graduates. I, for one, felt like you had a lot of words of wisdom to share today, so thank you and congratulations. At this time, I would like to ask all of the candidates for graduation to please stand. Candidates for graduation, having completed the requirements prescribed by the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, you have all been recommended by the faculty of this institution to receive degrees in Associate in Applied Science, Bachelor of Technology, or Associate in Science. By the authority vested in me by the OSU A&M Board of Regents, it is my distinct privilege as President of Oklahoma State University Institute of Technology to confer upon each of you the degrees for which you have been recommended with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. We will now begin the presentation of diplomas. Some instructions for the graduates. Graduates, please wait for the usher to escort you one row at a time to pick up your diploma cover and have your photo taken. Your first photo will be taken just off stage, and then the announcer will read your name, and you will come to the center stage and stand between the two lines that are marked with tape for your second photo. And when you leave the stage, you may have a seat back in the audience. So graduates in the front row, please remain standing, and all other graduates, please be seated at this time. The graduates of Oklahoma State University Institute of Technology will now begin their graduation walk. Instructions for the audience. During the presentation, anyone is more than welcome to take photos, please do. But also recognize that we do have a professional photographer who is taking pictures of all of the graduates, and your special graduate will have an opportunity to order photos from that agency. We will now commence.
Representing the School of Creative and Information Technologies, Interim Dean, Dr. Trey Hill. Presenting graduates who will be earning the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Information Technology, Cybersecurity, and Digital Forensics, Henderson Brown. Brock Davis. Thomas Lichty. Hunter Robbins. Connor Roberts. Now presenting the graduates with a Bachelor of Technology in Information Technologies and Network Infrastructure, Jared Hildreth. Presenting graduates with a Bachelor of Technology in Information Technology, Software Development, Garrett Carroll. Samuel Duggar. Our outstanding graduate with a Bachelor of Technology in Information Technology, Software Development, Crystal Reimke. Presenting graduates with their Associate in Applied Science and Information Technologies, Preston Deaton. Kyra Gambrell. Shane Randall. Representing the School of Engineering and Construction Technologies, Dean Bob Firth. Presenting the graduates with a Bachelor of Technology in Instrumentation Engineering Technology, Michael Anderson. Scott Belk. Rachel Bennett. Bryce Berg. Jacob Berger. Jonathan Campbell. Caleb Floyd. Tarek Griffin. Charles Howard. Larry Matlock. Luke McGowan. Anthony Osborne. Jackson Rich. Madison Rodman. Our student respondent, Joseph Friesen. Craig Ware, Jr. Presenting the graduates with an Associate in Applied Science in Air Conditioning and Refrigeration Technology, David Akins. Clinton Aller. Jeremiah Bear. Braden Barnes. Tyler Clark. Trenton Clay. Tristan Clemens. Corey Cook. Timothy Cope. Gavin Fuquay. Alexis Garcia Acosta. Christian Glidden. Trevor Hansen. Maddox Hennaha. Cole Hines. Noah Hoyt. Outstanding graduate, Chet Jackson. Jordan Jeffries. Brian Killstrom. David Lester. Jackson Mannering. Logan Maxey. Colton Mosier. Adam Oxtoby. Cade Redding. Dylan Reed. Chase Reeves. Drake Smith. Marcus Smith. Jacob Snow. Jesus Ulgalde. Jackson Windsor. Colton Woodley. Garrett Wayne Young. Presenting graduates with their Associate in Applied Science, Construction Technology, Construction Management, Braulio Aguilar. Daniel Gamora. John Hudson. Joshua Hayden. Russell Moneypenny. Lamar Rutherford. Derek Silas. Outstanding graduate, William Thomas. Eddie Vergara. Outstanding graduate, Dakota Washington. Zachary Wesley. Presenting graduates with the Associate in Applied Science in Electrical Construction, Gabriel Alves Capo. Connor Baldridge. Sawyer Burser. Caleb Chapman. Brock Eckert. Kyle Heath. Ruger Layton. James Martin. Outstanding graduate, Carner Moscow. Abraham Puentes. Es mejor. Sí. Edwin Recio. Joel Rodriguez. Trenton Sanders. Branham Skeen. Outstanding graduate, Jeremy Spencer, Jr. Presenting graduates earning their Associate in Applied Science in Engineering Technologies, Electrical, Electronics Technologies, Jeffrey Dombeck. Judson Farley. Timothy Harper. Dawson Palisano. Jesse Scott. Tyler Williams. Presenting graduates with an Associate in Applied Science and High Voltage Line Technician, Gabriel Araviagas. Brett Baldwin. Outstanding graduate, Jack Blevins. Hayden Brookshire. Blake Dotson. Hunter Edmondson. Brandon Giles. Cooper Heron. Outstanding graduate, Andrew Hill. Caden Howard. Gage Husband. Colby Jackson. Cole Jameson. Kyle Kimberlin. Preston King. Barrett Matheson. Outstanding graduate, Colton Matney. Cody McFarland. William Palmer. Tony Perry. Mario Sanchez. Noah Stefani. DeKeyshawn Steele. Tucker Stepp. Bryce Thornton. Outstanding graduate, Connor Tom. Gage Woods. Presenting students graduating with the Associate in Applied Science for Pipeline Integrity, outstanding graduate, Christopher Thornton. Presenting the student graduating with Associate in Applied Science and Power Plant Technology, Tyler Berry. Cody Boston. Dathan Leach. Scott Taylor. Albert Thornton. Hayden Thompson. Damian Wilbanks. Hunter Wayne Young. Presenting students graduating with the Associate in Applied Science, Automotive Service Technician, Chrysler Mopar Cap, Donovan Hardesty. Presenting student graduating in construction management, Otuke Idiodi. And our last graduate of the ceremony.
Graduates, we are so excited for each and every one of you, and you have every reason to be excited for yourself. You've made us all very proud here today. And whether you are going directly into the workforce next or continuing your education or something else, you are an alumni of OSUIT now, and we hope that you will continue to make us proud in the next chapter of your life. Congratulations, folks. So at this time, let me have all of the graduates please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, as they move their tassels from right to left, I proudly present to you the 225th graduating class of OSUIT. There they are right there. Let's all stand. Dr. Pete Brown is now going to lead us in singing the OSU Alma Mater hymn, and if you don't know the words, you can find them on the back cover of your program today.
Proud and immortal, bright shines your name. Oklahoma State, we herald your fame. OSU.
This has been an electrifying ceremony, and thank you all for being here and being part of this today. We want to thank all of the family members that are here, all of the employers that are here. You all make this a very special event for our graduates. Our ceremony is now concluded. I just ask that you please enjoy a safe trip home. We are dismissed. Thank you.